What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to Tirpitz and my very first video after I got back from my little vacation. It was quite nice, actually. Not too far away from home, about a 3-hour drive out in the bush. I suppose that's one nice thing about South Africa. You don't have to drive too far, even from one of our biggest cities. To get out into the bush. But yeah, I had some pretty good times, I must say. We went on some game drives, we saw some giraffe, and some impala, and some kudu, and all sorts of different various buck, warthogs, and all that sort of stuff. And our Izumo is asking us to focus down the Iowa, and I'm not quite sure how that Tirpitz killed a Pensacola already, but props to him. Yeah, and we went shooting, not some clay pigeon shooting, I should say, and then also included after doing some clay pigeon shooting, fired did some target shooting with a hunting rifle, which is the first time I've actually shot a proper gun, except in clay pigeon shooting. But those are shotguns, and not too much of a kick, at least normally the ones that you use for clay pigeon shooting. But we're going to slow down just in case these torps are going to reach us, and we're going to turn in towards them. As you can see, we're not going to have any problem missing that one, but they are running out of range before they reach. So no problems there. But then also did have a rather funny moment. My first, the first shot I took with the hunting rifle was interesting. And according to the instructor, I guess you could say, was the owner of this game farm, and they were his rifles. I joined what he called the Half Moon Club. Now, basically what happened was I thought I had left enough space between the scope and my forehead. I'm sure you can see where this is going. And I thought I had a good enough grip on the rifle, and it was properly braced against my shoulder and that sort of thing. And I got the crosshair on target, and I pulled the trigger, and the rifle kicked back as you'd expect, and the the scope buried itself in my forehead. So right now, actually I'll probably even throw a picture up on screen now of what I looked like a few minutes or a few seconds after the incident, with blood running down my face. And we've got Tirpitz in range, 20.8 kilometers. He looks like he's going very slowly, so we're just going to fire just in front of him, because he is moving slightly forward. I don't know if you noticed there, what I did was I actually unlocked the target, and it's not 100% accurate, but it can kind of give you an idea if he's moving or not, because I am still moving, so that's going to throw things off, and we get a citadel for 11,300 damage. So not bad for our first salvo. So yeah, that was quite interesting. The rest of I didn't fire too many shots with the hunting rifle, and he looks like he's about to get wrecked. Damn, son. And well, he's still alive. 19,000. We'll give him a bit more lead because I think he's moving. And I think we're probably going to turn around and go and support this Izumo and he turned away. So unfortunately, nothing hits. Yeah, so going to turn around, head back towards our cap with our Izumo, because it does look like they have a decent number of ships who are pushing our cap. So let's see what we can go and do about them. We can see the Iowa, the Pensacola, they got a Tirpitz, 2 Tirpi, but only one is close to the cap. So maybe let's take some speculative long-range shots with the front turrets at the Pensacola and see what we can get. I should actually buy the Pensacola in the next few days. I've got enough money, and we get one hit for 1,100. So yeah, it was pretty good. First time, as I say, I've ever fired what I would say, like a real rifle. I only fired 4 shots because they charged us per shot, including the clay pigeon shooting. I think the clay pigeon shooting was about roughly $2.50 per shot, and we fired about 20 of those, and then the actual hunting rifle was a little bit less, and I only fired 4 of those. But out of the 4, 3 were pretty bang on in the target, so I was pretty pleased with that. But yeah, no, it was interesting. I got a nice mark on my forehead right now. It didn't actually hurt too much. It was just the sudden river of blood I had running down my face. And the Pepsi Cola and the Iowa have run into each other. We do a massive 743 damage to the Iowa. So we're going to take, I guess, the lead maybe there, fire the rear guns. Now we're going to charge directly at this Iowa, really try and close the distance, try and keep our armor angled, and at these ranges he won't really be able to do like effective plunging fire on us, and maybe take shots at the Pepsi Cola and some torpedoes from that destroyer over there, but because we're not traveling in a straight line, and 2,260. We'll turn a little bit, expose our broadside, get these rear gun turrets and get the shots off, and then turn straight back in. And how do those do? Brilliant, we get a citadel. Let's fire the front 2 guns, and we're still turning, and Tirpitz doesn't care. Tirpitz doesn't care, 1 hit for 1100. And this is where Iowas are really struggle, even against a Tirpitz at these kind of ranges. I mean, not to mention, we're approaching where we might be able to get torpedoes on him. But he really will struggle to citadel us, whereas we can citadel him quite easily. So let's fire a full salvo. And how do these do? Oh, 3 citadels for 41,000 damage. Not even worth, like, even considering putting torpedoes in the water right now. We do have quite a few cruisers around us, which is going to be a bit of a bother. And the Izumo finishes him off. So I'm now going to begin a hard turn to port to get all my guns to bear on these cruisers, and we're going to try and take them out 10 k's away from the New Mexico. How do those guys do? A little bit of lag. 2 hits for just under 5,000. Our rear guns are now ready, so we'll fire there and maybe get some good hits with those guys. That Tirpitz is a bit of a worry. 3 hits, didn't see how much damage. I've got other things to look at right now, but I think we're going to try and head away from him, keep our armor angled, and deal with these cruisers first. But we are capping the base, enemy base, and 1 hit, kind of RNG, screwed us a little bit there. And we're on fire, we'll let that burn for a bit. 2 citadels for 23,000. Oh, this is... we've got 2 fires now, so I've put them out. Been a good game already. And we'll just fire 1 turret over there, because that should be enough to finish him off. And we finish him off with a citadel, and unfortunately I wasn't paying attention, so now we're going to get torpedoed by the torpedo bombers. Fire that there. We are going to take all 3. And we've just healed, repaired, so we're going to have to flood, and we're down to very low health. But you know, someone had to come back and defend the base. Fire there, and see how those do, see if we can get a citadel on the Atlanta. And no, but we do 3,000 damage. I'm going to heal up, give us a little bit more time in the fight, and fire the other 3 guns there. And those just... Oh, and the dive bombers have come on and attacked us now, so that's brilliant. Well, we're going to be dead very soon, but we've nearly capped, so I would say it was a worthwhile sacrifice. And 2 hits for 2,200. Can we get 1 more salvo off before we dead? No, we cannot. So it was a short battle, but 8 citadels in a very short space of time. And we wrecked that Iowa. So, and there we go, there we win. Hooray! Not a bad result, and as I said, a worthwhile sacrifice to keep them from capping and allowing our guys to cap and win the match for us. So, we got 25 target hits, shot down 3 enemy aircraft, got 1 incapacitation, destroyed 1 enemy ship, got a very nice 8 citadels, I'm happy with that, for 416,000 silver and 2,800 research points. We gained first place for the team by 400 points or so, and we did just under 120,000 damage. Not bad for 10 minutes work, and as you can see, still made 326,000 profit. So I rather enjoyed that game. It was quite a lot of fun. Finally, the Tirpitz spam seems to be subsiding a little bit, so I'll be able to use the ship more effectively, and hopefully bring you guys some more videos of it, because I know it's something that a lot of people want to see, something that a lot of people want, but maybe, you know, haven't bought because it is really expensive. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below, and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as War Thunder and a few other things I throw into the mix from time to time. Also, be sure to check the description down below for links to my Facebook and my Twitter pages. You guys can follow me there as well, if you so desire. But anyways, that is it from me. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.